Alright, so I'm going on a fairly adventurous road trip. I'm heading off to the Woodward Dream Cruise, about 150 miles away. I have a 80-mile or so range, but I'll be on the highway, so I'll probably be around 70-mile range. My first stop I'm planning for this evening, I'm leaving directly from work, is Albion College. There's a charge point there. Got my card, looks like it's free. And we'll head out from there. I got 10.4 miles on now, and it's about 48 miles away. See you there. Okay, I'm at a Chevy dealership in Albion. Wanted to try it out. It's right off the highway. And it appears that the plug on the J1772 is functional, but the outer ring's broken off of it. I rolled in with about 50, just a hair under the halfway point. I plugged the computer in and it said 50% state of charge, 57%. So somewhere the gauges doesn't correlate to what the computer says, but that doesn't surprise me. I'm going to sit here for another 5 or 10 minutes and head to the other station in Albion. This area seems a little sketchy for 4.5 hours worth of charging. It's only another mile away, so I'm going to go give that a go. See you in a minute. Okay, I found the charge point here at Albion College. I'm getting well, I'm on the wrong screen here. Here's the software again for the Transit Connect. If I go to charger, you can see I'm getting 206.4 volts at a full 16 amps. So I'm limiting, my charger's limiting back based on maximum mains current that it can draw. Not what the station can provide, but maximum current, so it can only source 16 amps. So if I had a 240 volt source, you'd see that number, you'd actually be max output power, not max output current. People seem to get 208 and 240 volts confused when they actually do log these things online. Yeah, so I can't quite charge as fast as I could, but I'm doing okay. So we're doing good here. It's kind of in a secluded little valley. Doesn't appear to be anybody that ever comes through here, especially on a Friday night at 7 o'clock. Generator over there, a couple dumpsters. No cameras, but yeah, whatever. See you in the next stop. Plans to be somewhere in Ann Arbor or a community college over there. So there's the GoPro shooting time lapse of the trip, and I'll keep you updated. Thanks. So this little unexpected update. Sitting in the parking lot in Albion charging. I'm actually going to go to a motel tonight. I decided to check into a Holiday Inn that has a charging station. But I'm about an hour and a half away from, no, I'm 30 minutes away from leaving here, and I'm going to be on the road for an hour, so I'm an hour and a half, 2 hours away from getting to the hotel. But this little bit of a thunderstorm's coming through. It doesn't look like it's going to hit us at all, but it's got some really dark reds and purples in it, so I thought that was kind of cool. And some really neat lightning to keep me entertained. Just because. So here's the charging station here. 208 volt, already said that. But it's a pretty nice, little nice nook down in here. There's this concrete retaining wall that kind of buries you down in this corner, so I'm not sure if this is a quote-unquote public spot or not, but it's pretty available. Haven't been bugged by anybody. One guy went in and out. Looks like the Transit stops charging for a few minutes on the 2 hour point. Not sure why that is, but it seems to do it occasionally. And yeah, just wanted to keep you up to date. There's some more lightning. Ooh, a good one. Alright, so I made it to the hotel in Ann Arbor. Got a discounted rate for tonight because, well, I asked for it. And then I also discovered that their new charging station doesn't work. They don't have the access cards to actually unlock it or energize it. So I'm 120 into from the building into a boost transformer, so I'm into 2 kW, and I'm into my EVSE at 8.8 amps at 240, so about 2,000 watts. A little bit more, quite a bit more than single phase 120 charging. So 10 hours of charging, I should be full. Probably leave at 8 and I'll be good to go. So have a good night. Bye. Okay, so I'm getting ready to leave the hotel this morning. Got the GoPro started on time lapse again. I'm at 108.4 miles. I got about 46 miles to go to the next stop. I'm about 3/4 battery, and it says I have about 53 miles. So I should be running low, but I should be okay. I'll do about 60 on the highway again. Looks like the charge point station's open I'm heading to, and the car show is getting ready to get going. So I'll be catching up with you when I get there. So one other quick note, the outlet that I was plugged into last night gave me about 20 kilowatts back, or so the charge station told me, but it appears that I didn't get quite that much, probably because the outlet was sagging from 120 down to 103 volts AC. So my output of my boost transformer was something around 183, which 183 at 8.5 amps is a lot lower than 240 at 8.5 amps. So maybe tonight I'll try to find a little bit better outlet. But that just goes to show how much power is reliant on voltage overhead. Alright, I made it. Had about 7 miles of rated range left. As you can see, I'm around an eighth of a tank of battery pack. Charge station was wide open. Looks like there's tons and tons of cars. I'm about half mile from actually being at Woodward, so I'll walk over there and I'll wander around the rest of the day and come back in 8 hours and I'll be fully charged. Thanks to Consumers Energy over here in the east side of Michigan. Okay, so I wasn't able to get a video of the, actually I forgot to get a video of leaving AAA. I was about 92% charged per the computer software. Drove 48 miles to the hotel, plugged in, found a slightly better outlet this time, and I'm further away from the physical outlet. I had to get out my 100-foot cord, but I'm in an actual parking spot. And it appears that I'm getting about 6 volts more, so about 108 volts drop at 18 amps, which is just within the spec of 120 times 10%. So that's it. As you can see, it's about 7:49 p.m. I'm going to be heading to bed here in a moment. And I'll be up for another couple hours, but it'll be good. See you in the morning when I'm fully charged. Alright, heading out from the hotel in Ann Arborton this morning. Looks like it's going to be another hot one. I had about a 15-hour charge on a 120 outlet boosted to 240. I was getting about 8.5 amps, 180 volts or so. It did not terminate charging itself. I ended it, but it looks like it's pretty much full. So I'm guessing it was at 90, 98, 99%, somewhere up there. Got about 48 miles to go, and here we go. Finished up my last charge, about 3 hours here. I got 11 kilowatt hours in at 240 volts. Kind of nice. This is a little faster charging station, used the full output capacity of my Brusa on the vehicle. I have 47 miles to go and about 52 on the range gauge. I'm planning on being empty when I arrive back at work. I'll plug in there for a couple hours and do some work. I got to catch up some stuff Sunday afternoon so I can be ready for Tuesday. But I'll update you when I get there, and there's always a little fudge factor in the bottom of the pack, so I'll probably have 10 left or so when I get back. Update you when I get back. Alright, I'm home. Looks like I went through about 303.8 miles on the whole trip. I actually went home, not to work. You can see I'm really, really low on range. My battery light's on. I'm probably going to have the turtle come on. I have about a mile of range left. That's somewhat intentional, being that I turned on the AC realizing I had 3 extra miles of range about 12 miles ago. It's getting warm. I figured I'd use it up. Kind of hear the fans running in the background maybe. So that's the end of the road trip. Look forward to getting this posted up to YouTube, and until next time.